God bless, no man can curse. Thank you, Father, send me past the worst. Dr. KJ, no in a no hearse. Me bless and them fi know. Me bless and them fi know. If God been good, then justify. And no hide one do for you. Say, me bless and them fi know. Me bless and them fi know. If God been good, then justify. And no hide one do for you. Me not talk about money. Me not talk about freedom. Me a talk about blessings in a Jesus name. Me not talk about people rolling the chains. Me a talk about healing in Jesus name. This an normal something, this a Bible something. Preaching gospel and a idol something. Living for God, this a righteous something. But the stage and I hope something. Rebuke darkness, we are the lighter. Holy Spirit a shine it brighter. In a fast and fire overnight. Tell every weapon we form, say God am me fighter. Me bless and them fi know. Me bless and them fi know. If God been good, then testify. Man no hide what I do for you. Say, me bless and them fi know. Me bless and them fi know. If God been good, then testify. I know hide what I do for you. Me cup full already and I run over. With the essence of God, what a sweet aroma. Praise the up for me, I go louder. Shabbat the king, me give him a Torah. Got a peace in my spirit and a joy in my soul. And so take control. Surrender to Jesus and so take control. When we think about Calvary, how we be that. I'm not ashamed of the gospel, so we preach it full. Me bless and them we know. Me bless and them we know. If you get them testify, can no hide what we do for you. Say, me bless and them we know. Me bless and them we know. If God is good, then testify, can no hide what we do for you. Me not talk about money. Me not talk about freedom. Me a talk about blessings in a Jesus name. Me not talk about goblins or giants. Me a talk about healing in Jesus name. This and another God bless no Bible something. Preach gospel and an idol something. Living for God, this a righteous something. On the stage and no hype up something. God bless darkness, we are the lighter. God the spirit a shine it brighter. In a fast and fire overnight. Tell everyone God bless no man can curse. Me bless and them fi know. Me bless and them fi know. If God been good, then testify. And no hide what I do for you. Say, me bless and them fi know. Me bless and them fi know. If God been good, then testify. And no hide what I do for you. Me bless and them fi know. Me bless and them fi know. If God been good, then testify. And no hide what I do for you. Say, me bless and them fi know. Me bless and them fi know. If God been good, then testify. And no hide what I do for you. I'm not ashamed of the gospel. God bless. I'm not ashamed of the gospel. God bless. Preach it, boy.
All right, everybody. I'm telling you, who God bless, no man can curse. I want to welcome everyone this evening. Number of persons online right now. Reverend Horton, welcome, Mr. Praise, Sister Paisley, Nicola Sampson, Fancy Cat. Is that Fancy Cat? Where did I get Fancy Cat from? Fancy Reedy, Adina Brown, My Passion. And I know I saw Kamoya there waiting from 6:50. Anishka, welcome. Tracy, Nicole, Mommy, everybody. Natalie, Wholeness Dawkins. We want to welcome everyone to this, our 5th episode and final episode for this book. Not the final time, but definitely the final episode for this book. And Mrs. Waite will be speaking less tonight. She just wanted to say she had a minor operation on what day was it again? On Thursday. She had a minor operation on Thursday, but she wanted to fulfill her obligation, even by just sitting and looking at you with her pretty face. But even as she sits here, she's under a little pain, a little pain. But she decided to come and sit with me, and I am so happy for that. Trust that you'll feel a little better soon. How the medication working.
Would you makes me sleepy?
It makes her sleepy. I trust you can hear her. Makes her sleepy. All right. But it might be a good thing that she is not able to speak a lot today because of what we're going to be talking about. I'm actually going in chapter 7
That's why
of
you
the book.
choose that today.
Yeah, she said that's why I choose that today.
I wouldn't.
I'm gonna get her to talk. Don't worry about it. I'll get her to talk a little bit. But we're gonna go into chapter 7 of the book. And just to let you know, coming up February, for those of you who are early, tickets are online. Come on, you're ready and waiting. Indeed. Math help, ready as ready. Anishka, ready full blown. All right, they're jumping up on the screen. Jamaica lady, blessings to you, the Wade family. God bless. Committed to be fit, Choro. Good night. Good night to you, Miss. Oh, Fitzroy, how you doing, bro? Blessing to you both. Nicole, good night, everyone. Fancy Reedy. I thought I was Fancy Cat. Whoa, I thought I was early. My passion, me too. Adina says hi. Hi, Adina Brown. Welcome aboard. Mr. Praise. Good evening, Dr. Gage and your beautiful wife. Thank you, my brother. George Horton, that's Reverend Horton. Good night to the wonderful couple. Bless you, Rev. Good night to you and Sister Horton. Nicola is there laughing, saying laugh out loud. Natalie, Wholeness Dawkins says good night. Our very, very good friend, Natalie. All right. We want to remind you of our upcoming gospel tour. I'm very excited about that. Everybody's excited. I tell you, people are so excited that, the number of persons who are making their own advertisement for the concert. It is wonderful. I tell you what happened today. We have a team in New York, in the New York leg. We have a team who went out today. They went to a number of churches. They brought with them 5,000 flyer, 5,000 big one, 5,000 small one, and they're almost done. People are excited everywhere they go. When they look at the lineup, they're all like, "Oh my God, this can't miss me! Oh my God, where can I get tickets to buy?" I want to secure my ticket from early because I know this place is going to be packed. Yes, they are excited. People are really excited, and we are excited too. We're going to be featuring ministers like Judith Gale, Prodigal Son, Keisa Peart, Eddie Neblet. We're going to be having, of course, Dr. KJ. That's me. Yeah. And a lot of people get to meet you personally, honey, and meet the kids personally too, at these events. We have Jabez. It's a big lineup, and we're coming to Florida at Omega Church down there in the Fort Lauderdale area, Coral Springs to be exact, and we're going into Pennsylvania in Philadelphia, and we're going into New York in Brooklyn. Yes, we are going to be having a good time. All right, so we want to wrap up the book, Beautifully Scarred, as we look at the inspiration and story behind this book. I'm very excited about this evening's episode.
Because you talking.
I am very, very, very
Yes,
super happy.
really. Because you want your challenge, right?
I might be surprised.
Okay,
Eh?
let's see.
Let's see. We we outline or we discuss in the book how Nicole and I met. Your mother not on the line.
Yes, she is.
Mom is watching. So
I
all the
think
things that
so.
we used to hide, Mommy gonna know now.
Yeah, she already read the book, so she know already.
She read the book.
So she know. So she finished it.
Wow, wow. If you have not yet gotten your copy, please remember to grab your copy on Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, and you can also reach out to us for a signed hard copy. This is hard cover, hardcover copies. All right, so we're going to be talking about how we met.
Oh, we met
How did we meet? Huh?
at children's camp.
Yeah, but what happened? What happened at children? That's written on the first page of chapter 7, page 61 in the book. Mommy, you can get your book, page 61. Um, how did we meet?
At camp.
Yeah, but what happened? What led up? Who liked who? Who liked who?
Never like this. Never like
Huh?
this. Don't
Eh?
don't
Who
force it.
liked who? Who liked who?
Don't. No, you first like me.
Me?
Never like. No, never like
Me
you.
like you?
As a matter of fact, I only like your voice, not you.
You didn't
Never
like
like
me?
that. No,
Oh my God. But yet you were so crazy about me.
your voice, not
Eh?
you.
You were crazy about my voice.
Yes, not you.
You were not crazy about
No, as if you were crazy about me.
Woo! Still is.
No, you were not.
It still is. Hmm?
You were
So you're
not.
gonna say that I'm just crazy about I used to
You
be
never be
crazy
crazy.
about you so why you think when I left all my yard every rally you have at your church and have exam tomorrow morning and make sure me there rally tonight because you think I did go on that rally?
A woman you want to go
But
look for.
but I wanted to see you.
Oh, really?
Eh?
No.
Guys, that was years ago. Years ago. So we went to a children's
So
camp.
I guess you're not crazy about me
Oh, I'm more than super crazy. And we're gonna get into that later. Eh? Yeah, we're gonna get into that later.
anymore.
Me kind of glad, so the pain now really helped me. To see because the pain make you going in a different direction. Yeah, the pain is taking you to a different direction.
Then you
Eh?
say you want. Never fight through this pain. Not the
But
first.
but it's always a very interesting story when Nicole and I try to discuss how we met. We can never agree. We can never agree on some things. But Nicole and I met at a children's camp where we were put into pairs by our director. This happened because we were not at the age to choose a date for ourselves. However, that
No, the
night,
big kids could, but the smaller ones, once you were 10 and under.
right, it was 10 or 12.
No, man,
It,
10.
it was 10 and under.
10 and under. But the 11 and the 12-year-old, they could.
Okay.
And the 13-year-old, but in 10 and to 6 could not choose that date.
So they chose for us.
Right.
Lord have mercy. Them I said, then that's how long we don't know each other. Yeah, man, long time. We know each other long, 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 long,
I
donkeys.
was 9 and you were what? 10.
So you make them know some 1 year old and you.
Yes.
Then suppose me don't want to feel like me 10-year-old and you.
No, he's just a year
You
or
know what's the
something.
pain they're not doing nothing for you?
Let me fight
Eh?
through. I'm fighting.
That
I'm a
pain not do
warrior.
that pain not doing nothing for
I'm
me,
a warrior, so I'm fighting through it because you're not going to come on the live and come tell no stories. You're not going to tell no stories. I'm a warrior. I'm fighting through this
No,
pain.
honestly, this pain is not doing any good for me.
I
Everybody. And I thought, she was just
no,
gonna be there nodding her head and
no. If I take the painkiller, then it's gonna put me to bed. So I prefer not to take it and fight through
so
the
hold on,
pain.
you didn't take the painkillers?
No,
Oh my God.
I'm fighting through it.
Oh my God. I thought you took the painkiller.
No, I'm glad I didn't take that narco today. When I finish the live, I'll go and take it and go to bed.
Oh my God.
Yes. So you're not going to come on the live and make it look like me are the one who fall in love with
Listen,
you.
everybody, I'm gonna
No,
tell you the
it's not
story.
gonna work.
Hold on, babes. I'm gonna tell
It
you.
won't work.
No,
No, no, it's not gonna work tonight.
I am gonna tell you the story, and then you will decide for yourself who liked who. All right? I'm gonna tell you the story flat out, and then you
No,
will
that's your
decide.
version of the
No, it's not
story.
my version. It's the right version. You know
No,
that that's what
you
happened.
always said the right
Eh?
version. You always have put it your way and then
No, no,
it's
but
your
okay.
right
But
version. All right, go on.
if I'm saying something that you think was not
No,
accurate,
but
let me
then
know.
you're gonna fight.
No, no, but
Gonna
that's what
try
we're
say
here
that's the
for.
truth.
That's what this episode is for.
Okay.
You understand? That's exactly what this episode is for. You know what? I'm very cognizant of the fact that Amoy and Nicole is also watching. And that little boy is always asking me these kind of questions. I always tell him, some boy, go sit down. No, you're tiny, you know? And he's smart enough. I know what he's thinking, but we'll have that conversation at some point. Yeah, he's very smart. A very smart guy. All right. Now, so we were at camp, as we were saying, children's camp, and as my wife just indicated, that we had to be older than 10 in order to choose our date. Final episode on the book, but not on YouTube. Yes, my passion. You're correct. We have a lot of things to discuss. Remember, we have book number 2 that we'll be discussing as well. Embrace the Promise. We have the concert, and we have a few guests that will be coming on from time to time, where we're going to be looking at health issues. We're going to be looking at emotional issues, mental issues, issues that has to do with marital people, issues that the church is afraid to take on. We're going to be looking at all these issues, and we're going to be having the expert to come on from time to time to join with me or join with Nicole or join with the both of us sometime as we continue our discussion. So we'll still be engaging you. We're just wrapping up the book. There's a lot of things we didn't tell you that is in this book because we want you to go and get your own copy and enjoy reading it. All right. So at the camp, um, I ended up not having a date.
And why you didn't have a date?
Yeah, that's what I was going to tell him.
Okay.
Should I tell him?
Mm.
All right. So I didn't have a date because, well, I had a date, but I chose not to date that date. Reason being, we went to camp from our church, and my pastor is on the line. I know he didn't know this, but we're going to tell you tonight, Rev. All the other guys who came to the camp with us from my church, which was Mock Church, they got big dates. All their dates were bigger girls.
Yes, because they're
And
bigger than
no, they
you.
never bigger me, they only tall on me.
No, they were older than you.
No, not all of them.
Yes.
No, them only bigger and chopped it
Who?
more than me.
Who never older
Well,
than
Omar
you?
wasn't older than I am.
Of course, Omar was older than you.
No,
Of course, you were young.
listen, man, they weren't no older than me.
Yes.
Because me the bigger, me I did the father for all of them.
Yeah, because you're big in your
Me
mind.
no matter, so me big. Me big. And, and they gave me the smallest girl on the camp.
Because you were a little tattoo. You were not big.
No, not a little tat. I was short. Well, still
You did,
is.
yeah, you did little down there. Yeah, so they probably think so. You share same
A
ears.
long time you love short man, you know. Long
No,
time
you
you
know
love
me
short
always
man.
our tall man for
Yeah,
marry
yeah, but a long time you love short man.
No, me always
Huh?
our tall man for marry
You love short
Because
man,
me
though.
always want a whole lot for me and I just like
So what are you like a lot of my shoulder? What you want?
I don't shoulder, me say hand.
Oh, oh, okay. So you say me hand reach up there yet?
No.
Mm-mm.
You still have a few inches to
She
go.
out for done me on the live, yeah, know, but it's alright. I'll take it. Cause me soon done you too, you know, don't worry yourself. Soon done you.
Hello,
Yeah?
hello.
Welcome,
Me a
Lunette.
Michelle.
My good friend Lunette, welcome.
Me a Michelle, you know. Feel lick off in a box right back for you, you know.
That we're gonna see about that later.
Alright.
Yeah. So we were at the camp. They gave me the smallest girl to date, and I decided I was not going to date her. Because I looked and all my friends had bigger girls going to the banquet and stuff like that. No, I didn't know Nicole. I did not know Nicole. I mean, I saw her around on the campus. 'Cause we spent what, like a week? 1 week at the camp. And I would have seen her around. I liked her complexion. She had red hair at that time. Or the little kind of red hair because how she did white. She was so white. Brown girl, pretty girl. But me never did I look nowhere
No, you
this.
never look my way because you
No.
never have big bottom.
Well, I don't know about your big bottom
Yes,
now.
me never have big bottom.
But you have big
But me
bottom
know
now.
somebody with big bottom you did love.
No, I didn't like
True.
that. Not
Yes.
that not
Big
not
bottom
that
girl
girl.
you
Not
did
that
love.
girl. Not
Yes.
that girl.
Yes.
It was this week. She reminded me of that.
Big
I
bottom girl you
I
did love.
I never liked that big bottom girl in that kind of way. Like,
Oh
no,
please.
I didn't.
A big bottom
No,
girl you
me
love.
didn't like how she look. Me like how she used
At
to
age
carry
10,
herself.
at age 10, you like big bottom
Yeah, me
girl.
didn't like
We're
how
not
she look.
supposed to think about your book.
Me not think about my book, man. Me always
No.
think about my book, man. Eh? That's why maybe me fly through high school like that. By the way, guys, I went to high school when I was 9, and I graduated when I was 14. 14 years old when I graduated.
No, you left
Huh?
14 and graduated 15.
Yeah, I
You
left.
turned 15 and then you graduated.
Yeah, but we left school when I was 14
You
because we
left
left
when you
school in
were
May.
14, yeah.
The May. We left what? The May, the June,
July,
July, and my birthday was August.
August,
So
right.
pretty much I left school when I was 14.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you left when you were 14, but you graduated at 15. That's what I said.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. Yeah, still leave school when I was 14.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Anyway,
guess you're
she
making
had
it.
a date. She
Oh,
had
what
a date.
happened
Who
to
was the
her?
date again? Who was the date?
You know, one little boy, one young man from my church beat him up and make him sick.
Oh my
That's
God.
why we end up without a date.
Oh my
Because he
God.
was sick.
But me not,
They had a big fight.
even
I
though
don't know why they fight.
even though that was not good, that your church brother beat up this young man at that time. Yeah, it wasn't good that he did that, but me happy, me kind of glad still.
How you
Eh?
feel glad when you never know say?
No, no, but eventually me end up being glad because guess what happened now? Then beat him up. Then why the guy at church beat up the guy?
I don't know. They had a fight. They
Maybe he
just
wanted to date you.
no, no. That wasn't the case. I think it was some incident they have in their dorm and them the two of them fight and tear up their one of their clothes out, dash water by each other, all kind of something. They beat up each other. So he ended up being sick.
Okay, and then were left without a date
Mm-hmm.
at the camp.
Mm-hmm.
So you were sitting pretty much by yourself.
Yeah.
And I decided I was not dating my date. So I was sitting on the wall.
Whichever wall you were sitting on.
Yeah, because the banquet was outside on the playfield, on the court.
Mm-hmm.
And I was sitting on the wall. But was I looking joyful when I was on the wall?
No, you were not. You were crying.
Eh?
Because all the guys have big girls and you have big one.
Natalie say you have help tonight. I don't know. Natalie, it's Natalie on the line.
Dawkins?
Yes.
Okay,
On
honey.
the
I know you got my back, baby.
So I wasn't looking joyful.
No, you were crying.
Crying for what?
Because you wanted a big girl to date and then give you a little girl.
And then you were not happy because you didn't
Because
have a
my
date.
date sick. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Getting somewhere. Now, when you saw me on the wall being not so joyful, doing whatever you said I was doing,
No, tell them what you were doing. Crying and kicking your foot and I say you want a big girl for date. No big girl. Everybody except the big girl never get no big girl. Then get a little one. When the life finish, I'm going to take the next. You're not gonna try to come
so
out do me tonight.
so
I make me look. Like say me first.
Well, I know we're getting there, you know.
Yeah, we are getting
Yeah,
there.
we're getting there.
But everybody
We're
will
trying the
say
case.
who.
We're trying the case. We're trying the
Okay.
case.
Okay.
So when
Mm-hmm.
you saw me on the wall doing what I was doing,
You need to tell them what you were doing. Tell our listeners what you were doing.
right? So I was there doing what I did best at that time.
Cry for big girl.
Well,
Mm.
well,
And then the big bottom girl, you never get the big bottom girl for date. That's why you wanna cry.
but what happened to that big bottom?
I don't know.
How what if I did it again?
I have no clue. Never pay attention to
That big bottom girl go to your church.
that. But it's alright. Leave it there. No name calling.
No, we're not calling the name.
Mm.
Eh?
But if you say that, people are going to probably pick up who it is.
Okay. Now, what did you do
What did I do?
when you saw me
Okay.
on the
I
wall?
came over to you and asked
Mhm,
you what was wrong, and you
mhm.
said they gave her the smallest girl to date. And I said to you, come and sit at my table
Okay.
because my date is sick. Did I tell him
Well,
that I
we're
love
not
him?
done yet. We're not done yet.
No,
We're not
no,
done
no,
yet.
no.
So hold on. We're trying the case now.
Mhm.
So I was sitting on the wall, minding my
No,
own
nobody
business.
come with it. We
Hold
don't
on
like
now.
this is right now.
I was sitting on the wall, minding my own business, and you were sitting in your chair by your lonely self.
So you never learned it too.
But I was on the wall minding my
Okay.
business.
I'm not sure
But
Minister of
obviously
me
you
care
were
my mind.
minding my
I
business.
never mind your
No, you
business.
don't mind my business.
No
Let me
contest
tell
nothing.
you how me know you were minding my business. When you came to me and asked me
What was
what
wrong?
was wrong,
Mhm.
and I told you at first that nothing was wrong.
You never tell me
Yeah,
that.
hold
You
on,
tell me
man.
say they girls
No,
bad and
no,
stuff.
no, no. That
They
was
over
after.
there and quarrel and
That
say
was
they
after.
take all the big girl them your friend them.
That was after. When you asked me again, and then you said to me, you know why I'm crying. Remember, you asked me when you said that, oh, I know why you're crying. And I said, why? And then you proceeded to say, oh,
And you
because,
tell me say the big girl they gone and you don't get no they get the littlest one.
yeah, but you say, you know why me I cry.
You never thought about why you
Eh?
are crying.
Yeah, you know why me I
No, I
cry.
didn't know why you were crying. I
So hold
came
on, let
over
me
there
ask you now.
and
Let me
asked
ask
you
you.
why were you
So
crying? What's wrong?
what?
And you tell me say they took all the big girls and you were friend.
The pain now do not.
And then
So let me ask you now. After you invited me, remember now, you know, and me invite myself by your seat, you know. It was you who
tell us
invited me to
so
sit at your chair, at
so
your table.
so you see sometimes it's good to invite people in your life.
But it
Cause
was
some
one of
of
them.
them come
But it
some
was
of
one of
them
them. But
come
it was one of. But
for stick and steer and
it was one of the best invitation though.
as
So
if you're never glad.
we not reach us yet. We not reach us yet. We are trying to
No.
case. We
All
not
right,
reach us yet.
let's move on. Let's
Then
move
that's
on.
what we're doing.
After
So we
I
can.
invited you to
Eh,
the table, what happened?
So after you invited me at the table, remember me never know you like that, you know. Remember me just get to know you know, and that was when you introduced yourself to me, right?
When me ask yourself to sing for me.
Yeah, because you say me must stop the crime. You know, a long time you carrying whether the key. A long time you have that caring spirit in you know. You said I must stop the crime. And you hush me, remember you all hug me up and pat me back. You know, remember? Yeah, man, and you give me a
That's so
shoulder to
vivid in
lean
your
on.
mind.
And you give me a
It's
shoulder to lean
very,
on.
very vivid in your mind.
But you
Nothing.
didn't like it, though.
Like what?
Because you say,
The
ooh,
voice.
this singer guy is on my shoulder. Eh? You know, remember?
No, I didn't say
You know what? I remember, though. Anyway, after that, we talked. Um, you told me where you were from. I told you where I was from.
that. And that was
And then, I'm not finished yet.
and then what?
And then you told me,
Mm.
remember, we were small at that time. and
Yeah,
then
wreck it.
you telling me that you like my voice. Me hear the like part, me never hear the voice. I heard the like. I just didn't hear the voice.
You
It just
cut out.
didn't register at that time.
No, it wouldn't register because you want somebody, a big girl, feel like you. Or somebody your size
But I
there.
remember say you were a little girl too, but it's just
Yeah,
that
me
you
the
but it's
tiny.
just that you the prettier than
I'm
the
the
date when
tall.
me the get and
I'm the
you
taller.
yeah, you're the taller than and even today we are still friends, good friends, both Nikki and myself, with that little girl. We're good friends.
She's
Uh,
a big girl
she's
now.
a big
Big
girl
girl.
now. Big girl now, yes. Um and then you told me you like my voice. And we
Yeah, but I never hear the voice part. You only
no,
hear
not at the
like.
time. Not at the
Yeah.
time. I didn't hear the voice part at the time. And say me not go bother with Natalie. Say Mr. Producer, you have any way to kick off Natalie Dawkins off the line, please, sir?
No, don't kick her
Eh?
off, please.
Done
We're
him
doing her.
Nikki. Done him
Yes.
Nikki.
And then we
Eh?
don't hear through the
Here,
piano, my
here,
sister.
here fits her. Fits her. So it's called selective hearing.
Yes. True. So true.
So
Mm-hmm.
after we share the night together, just like a typical we're typical children, both of us. Share the night together. You asked me to sing for you. Remember the song I sang? I remember the song that I sang for you. What was the
What?
song? I remember the song that when they
Sing
asked me
it
to
now.
sing. Eh?
Which song?
And I thought it was a love song. I think a love song me I singing about. Me I tell the way I did deep in a church. All gospel song turn love song for me. Still deep in church, by the way, but more deeper in Christ. The song I sang was I'm singing this song for the millions of prisoners in jail.
That's him song.
I remember,
That's him song.
but I thought I was singing you a love song.
No, it no matter.
Eh?
We never know about no love them that time.
Yeah, that's
We
true.
never love.
That's true. So you were infatuated because you said you like my voice.
Okay, me did in love with your voice, but not you.
But sometimes I wonder when we look back at it, because I remember when I was small, when I was that age. My head big and my eye did big.
Well, I tell
Yeah,
everybody
and
know.
no, me come see one picture, man, and I couldn't believe that they made that. Eh? But yet, you were so beautiful, and you had long flowing hair, and just this slim chick, and cute and everything. So why you this on the ugly man, this ugly man, where you didn't like so
You
much?
know, just a voice.
Tell me, listeners,
At the
do you believe
time,
that pretty women always love ugly men?
true. Actually, you know,
So are you trying to say me ugly?
well,
Are you
are
saying
you
that I am
out of
ugly?
your mouth to come
That
from?
was then, me I talk about now.
Well, me
Because the
never say you
Lord
ugly.
beautified the meek with salvation.
I know that. No. All right, go on.
Listen, Natalie says, you're not ugly, K. Fancy Reedy say, yes, pretty girl always date ugly men. Fitzroy say, Kevin, you love that song, Pop, soul to soul, warm up song. Tracy said, no, sir, I can't manage to talk up the things, Nikki. Lisa Brooks, welcome, Lisa. Good night, Dr. KJ. Yes,
No,
it's good to have
I
you.
say, but you see, not when ugly man there with pretty woman there, you know, say we rub off on them. So they have to get cute.
Fitzroy, come to my rescue. Come to my rescue, my brother. But we eventually we had dinner that night, like typical children, and then we left. We left the camp. Yeah, share the live, guys. Share the live. Pastor Kelly, welcome, welcome. Sister Nikki, stand your ground, put down your foot because me know that one went past me. Okay, yeah, because me know say you never look him look you.
True, me true.
Nicola say you guys are funny.
True, me never look
Uh,
at soul. Me only invite him to the table.
No, the story now don't finish yet. We're gonna tell you
Yeah,
the rest.
Lunette said she did like you.
Of course, Lunette.
Imagine Lunette,
Sister
the
Lunette.
voice.
Yes, she
That's
did.
he could sing.
Listen, if she never liked me, she would not have invited me at her table. Right? You would not have invited me at your table.
Okay.
So, okay, when you
I
invited me
will
at the
not.
table, why when I came to sit down, you were all glowing like that? Is that you were the
So
happiest
you
person on the
never
camp?
glow too.
We not reached this yet, man. We're talking about
No,
few part
only talk
first.
about me.
Uh-huh.
And then you skip yours, right?
But you were glowing and you were like, oh my God, oh my
Yes. Yes,
God.
because me sit around the table with the guy with the cute, the nice, cute, smooth voice.
Come on,
Watch
somebody.
out.
Get an amen up inside here. Mr. Producer, that one there, Natalie Holness,
No,
you
no,
can take her off.
don't take her off. Let her stay right there. I mean,
No, Nikki, Fitzai, so Nikki, you like him. Your action shows that. Pastor Kelly said, Dr. KJ and the Lord, daughter, Mrs. Wade, to receive greetings. Greetings, my brother.
greetings.
Greetings, my brother. Jordia, welcome, Jordia. Yeah, Nikki, you like him. Your action shows that. Answer that.
All right, let's move on and let everyone decide who liked who first.
Action speaks louder than words.
Well, that's true.
All right. No, we left camp. We left the camp. She forgot about me. I forgot
No, I
about her.
didn't forget about
You see what I'm talking about, everybody? You see, because me did forget about she.
you. No, you didn't.
Me forget about
You
she.
didn't.
And
You
you
didn't.
hear she just said she never forget
No,
about
me
me?
never forget. Me just
Eh?
forget.
Jordan, Peter, too beautiful coming. God chosen. Thank you, my sister. Eh?
No.
Nikki, me forget about you. Me
Okay.
gone back on my church.
No, you never forget about me. And everybody is going to realize that you didn't forget about me. I am saying I didn't forget about him because I remember one day my friends were talking how they have boyfriend when we were in grade six, and my boyfriend was Kevin.
So you see what I'm talking
I
about?
tell everybody my boyfriend name is Kevin.
Your sister, she didn't like
But
me. Because she,
no,
after
because
she have boyfriend,
everybody have
uh,
boyfriend, so me want to feel like me a 15. Some say my boyfriend named Kevin.
you see what me talking about, everybody? Natalie, what you have to say now? What you have to say
All
now?
right, let's see who look who now. Okay, let's go.
We left. We departed our ways. She went back to her home
Now we
church.
don't see each other for how many years.
Yeah, we didn't see each other for a long time. Yeah, a long time. You were smitten.
By
Yeah.
the okay.
We didn't see each other for a long time after we departed company at camp. So it happened that
In the year 1996.
no, before that, because I went to high school longer, long before her, before she came to high
Yes.
school.
So I'm
So
saying
I
in the
went.
year
That's why I'm following up.
1996.
I did a common entrance. Those days it was common entrance exam, right? It was not GSAT and those
Pep.
and
Pep,
PEP,
no?
and it wasn't that. And I did the common entrance, and I was to go to Manning's. But I didn't want to go to Manning's, and look at God's doing now, right? I didn't want to go to Manning's. The reason why I didn't want to go to Manning's, though it was considered at that time that Manning's was like a top school, in our minds, we were cultured. But thank God we don't have top schools today. We have brilliant students at all schools. That is so good. I'm glad the ministry, intervened when they did. And I didn't want to go to Manning. So what I did, I asked my sister at the time to get a transfer for me. I wanted to go to film because at the time all my friends were going to film. We went and she got the transfer for me. I think that was one of the best things that sister has ever done for me. When I went to seventh grade, eighth grade, ninth grade. Now, when it was time for me to go into 10th grade, she had passed for Froome. And so September morning came and we all went back to school. I went back to school and she was now a new student going to grade 7. Tracy would remember Tina because Tracy was my batchmate. Yeah, we were batchmate. And I it was a break time, lunchtime.
I never
Uh, uh,
September already.
what month was it?
I think about
The October.
November.
The October or November. Right. Somewhere there. Yeah, between October and November. So she would have been coming to school for a whole 2 months perhaps. I didn't see her.
You never say it.
I didn't see her.
You
I
never
was
say it.
busy in my class and singing over the whole school compound. Because we used to sing in a group, Soul for Soul. And we were always singing devotions. And she would have sing me a couple of devotions well enough. When the car said, when you love someone, it's like a rope attached to you. Look, you know? All right. Okay. Rock of ages, clear for me. Now, as I was saying, hear my passion, tune the car. Pull up, pull up. Lisa, pull up. Anyway, one break time, we were on the corridor. So I was coming from the staff room end, and she would have been coming from the tuck shop end, and her class was down that side. Okay, remember you were in
No, no, talk that.
where are you coming
When I
from?
come from the classroom and
The classroom
yeah,
end
I come from the talk
from
shop, from the
the,
staff
the
room.
staff room end. But it's like a L, right? Just to give you a vision, a image in your mind. So it's like an L. So at the bend, right at the bend, I was coming around the bend. So I'm coming from the staff room direction, going to the classroom direction, and she was coming from the classroom direction, going to the staff room direction. It happened that right at the bend, we passed each other at the bend. So when I passed her and when she passed me, I ended up stopping around the corner and she ended up stopping around the other corner. But in my mind, I was like, oh, girl, let me look, let me know that girl there. And then she was around there saying the same thing, say, that must be Kevin. So, I walk back way, if you go peep, if you look around the corner to see if me can see her. And then I come back to come look if she can see me. And then guess what you think happened? The two of we end up at the same corner again, looking at each other.
Who first talk?
I might, uh,
You first.
what am I to say?
Are you name Nicole?
Some of y'all remember
Are you
name.
come first, Sheffield? Yes, you see, I was on his mind. Say something.
You can never forget about Sister Nikki. Come better than that, Pastor.
Mhm.
No, we're not saying that we forget about that. Forget about her. Blessings. I had someone anointed. Oh, that's Pastor Kelly. That's Pastor Kelly's wife. It's Minister Kimika. That's Pastor Kelly's wife. Oh, all right. So when I asked her, Richard White, welcome. I asked her, no, I said, are you Nicole? And you said, yes. And then you said, and you are Kevin? I said, yeah. So that's when it hit me, and I said, hold on. You come from Sheffield?
Mhm.
And you say, yes. And then you say, you come from Bach.
Mhm.
And I say, yeah.
Mhm.
So look at how stupid both of us were now. We in our uniform. Me have on the khaki with me effalet, and she have on a uniform, a green and white uniform. And me I ask her, I say, if I this a school she come. And she asked me if I this a
No,
school
me never asked
eh?
you that.
Yeah,
I
but you
don't
ask
ask.
me, man.
No,
Hmm?
I excitement I kill you. Can you see pretty girl again? Oh, good son. Can you see pretty girl where you can't take off of your Bible, your love?
What happened after that?
The rest is history. The rest is history.
Natalie says story time. Natalie have our popcorn
And I,
uh,
and I,
and our soda. A drink, I know. Story time. No, eventually after we met each other again, I think that was the second time we're meeting each other. Yeah, that was the second time we're
it
meeting each
would
other.
be.
Yeah. But why is it then after that time that you never miss no rally and no church event? You were always at all of them because you wanted to see me. Why?
I'm sure in the beginning you told them that you never wanted to miss no rally because you wanted to see me.
That was after. But because you got the rally, they make me go.
Yeah, yeah, son of me.
So why you have to come? Why you come?
Because me have to represent my church.
Yeah, but me have to represent my church too.
Yeah, then the same thing. Me and my mother have to represent the church.
You know, say your mother used to sing so old song.
Yes, leave us alone. We are old school.
I love this story.
Me band 90.
I love this love story.
Me reincarnate. Mother say. Happy.
Nick, no, I'm telling you. Yes, sir. That's true. Last my words, sir. You're right. Cause she had done me, you know. She had done me, man.
Yeah, yeah. Go through it.
Let me ask it. Let me ask it.
That
Let
young
me.
man come make me look like say, me look too. Me never look too.
No, seriously, no. You didn't look me.
No, me not. Just keep saying that. Okay.
No, seriously, you didn't look me. Huh? You didn't look me, you know. Even though they're school, right? Why you keep coming to my class to look for me?
Turn it around.
Hmm?
Turn that around.
Why you keep coming to my class to look for me?
Karen, you're on the live.
Huh?
Karen, tell one time you have to run off from me class. I tell you if you left me alone. You know, remember?
Karen was a prefect. Yeah, she was a prefect.
Left her alone and go in your class. So, this man that never left me alone. Every angle me turn.
You know what? Sister Vivian, welcome, Sister Vivian. Um, you know, one of the beautiful thing though, Nicole. I mean, you know, we can laugh about how we met, but it's one of the greatest thing that God has ever done for us when He allowed us to meet each other. We grow together. You know, grow to know each other, grow to love each other. But let me make this emphatically clear, everybody. When Nicole and I were dating, you know, I couldn't hold her hand. I could not hold her hands. I could not. She was so strict. She was, you know, like in the early days, I said, by a real Christian, that, you know, that was Nicole. I could not hold her hand. She told me one time, you know, when you have date after you turn teenage and you know you're dating and you have to buy, you have a little girlfriend and you want a little chups. She said no, she can't do that. She can't do that. And I said to her, this was where almost Nicole and I almost broke up because of that when we were a teenager. So I asked her for a little chups. No kiss not about no troops. And she said no.
I never troops I say not kiss I say, but kiss kiss make you get pregnant.
No, and I said
Me
the
I
same
tell
nigga.
you.
She, mommy, and you underline, and I'm gonna tell you. When I asked her for the truth, she said she cannot because her mother tell her say if she kiss a boy, she gonna get pregnant.
And it's true. It is true. Kissing leads to something else. And then bam me get pregnant.
So let me ask you something now. So if you kiss me right now, you're gonna get pregnant. Make we try.
Could
Make
be.
we try.
No.
No, make we
No,
try.
you can't tell me what I
Maybe make you say more too better.
no, no better. I know me just want the pain going.
So you didn't really believe that if you get one kiss, you'll get pregnant?
It is true. Because kissing leads to
So
something else.
so everybody who kiss them get pregnant?
Really?
No, me just try to figure out because
No. Maybe get it right here.
when she said that to me, be- I make up in my mind, said no, this girl here,
Yeah,
she
not Ghana
she
from Morocco.
no rockers, she is on a different level when it comes to her Christianity. And those and I was like, no, she too saved. She
Even
is
now you tell me
too
some me too
saved.
safe. But yeah, right.
We tell her all the
It's
time, so
very
she
right
too
with
saved. We
the
tell her
right
play wise, but
response.
she very saved, she very saved. I mean I tell her man, she very saved. And she would not even give me a choice. I remember the first time I got a chops from Nicole. That was not a kiss. That was a chops because she closed her eyes and she go and she man. And when she did that, I thought she was a crazy girl. She ran up and down
All
all
right.
over. No, me attack. Cause you done after you done me earlier. She ran up and down all over the whole place laughing one whole day. She was laughing. One chops. No used to it.
Thank God me never get pregnant.
No, that part would have been impossible. That part was really impossible. No, I'm telling you. But Nicole and I, we dated, and eventually I had to meet her parents. Now, at that time, if you read the story in the book, I had one pair of shoes. That brown shoes that I blackened, and some part of the blacken came off, so it was now a brown and black shoes. And I asked her if I could come by her house one day. I wanted to know where she was living and all of that. And she said, okay. Her brothers were there. She has three brothers. It was three. Richard was there too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, four. Her four brothers were there. Richard, Trace, Phil, and Mitch. They were all there. And so she decided, all right, I could come and see where she lived. But her mother and her father, she told me they were gone into Montego Bay. They've gone for something they were doing in Montego Bay. So of course me a hurry for go, because I want to know where she live and I want to leave before her parents came because they were not aware that I was coming. But while I was there having a good time with Nicole and her brothers, running up and down, having teenager fun, playing hide and seek and
Cause
running and just playing regular
Trey
playing.
was a teenager.
Yeah, well, Mitch was a baby pretty much.
Mitch was a baby.
Yeah, Mitch was a baby. Trace had just turned teenager. Richard was a teenager, and Phil was in his preteen.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Phil was in his preteen. So I left my shoes on the step at the door, and while we're
Like your
there,
man a yard.
yeah, like me and my yard. And while we were there, playing and having a good time, all of us. But I tell you, Mitch it done me that day they doing it, that little boy there. I tell you something, tell you what happened. We hear a bus. Those days a bus. You remember? Never forget that blue bus when they come in. And me go look through the window and go see the blue bus. But when I look and I saw the blue bus, because remember I don't know her mother and her father. Didn't know them yet. So I don't know how they look. I don't know. So when I looked through the window and I saw the blue bus, I see a gentleman step out the bus. Then I see a lady step out the bus. No. When they both stepped out the bus, I called Nicole because I think you were on the other side of the house. And I'm out in the kitchen. I think you were probably cooking. Yeah, I think you were cooking. Yeah. So I called her to come and see if she know these people. And when she came and looked through the window, lo and behold, it was her mother and her father. So you know, so my heart left here, so. And it up here, so. I don't know what to do because everybody started panicking except the little one. Mitch wasn't panicking at all because Mitch had planned in his little mind that he was going to tell his mother and his father that somebody came there today. So Trace and Phil tried to hide me, but they didn't get a good hiding place at all. Them tell me to go under the bed. So me go under the bed. Send me a hide. But here the problem now. Me boot the on the step at the front. So me under the bed, I hide. Me hear when Nikki mother came up the stairs, the step, and said, Nikki. Me hear Nikki answer. Mama said, I fool for two color boot this. Now my heart did it right here, so now we gone right here, so we come out. Anyway, nobody now said nothing. But Mitch, the little one, was there trying to use his finger to point. I tell him mother to go around at the room. And mommy I follow the leading of Mitch. Mitch was what, about two? About 2.5 years old, yes. Yes. And Mitch pointed mommy to the room, and then Mitch I point under the bed. I tell mommy under the bed. And let me tell you something, mommy. Lift up the sheet and look under the bed. And when mommy eye and my eyes connected, you know almost don't know me? You know almost don't know me because I swear to me dead. Me just dead. I could have been a sad story. Me just dead, man. And when she looked under the bed and my eyes and her eyes connected, I swallowed. You can literally hear everything dropping on my belly. Boop. And mommy look and say, "Ah, who are you?" Mommy said, "Come out. Come out from now." And I crawl out from under the bed like some, we call it, Nancy. And man, I was shaking like a leaf. And she asked me who I was. And I told her who I was. And she called Nikki, man, and she was going to give Nikki a beating. She was going to, thank God for fathers, you know. Remember, say your father tell him to beat you. Yeah? I like what daddy did that day too. I learned something that day. When mommy was gonna beat you and daddy stepped in and said, no, that's not how you do it. Let us train and teach them because you never know if this guy is gonna be your husband. You know, daddy said that to mommy. You never know if this guy is gonna be your husband. Um Hold on. Never know if this guy is gonna be your husband. And you know, mommy didn't bother to beat you, and she told us, you know, I shouldn't come back there if she's not there. And then, you know, they started to guide us until she found out I could sing. and then she started to take a liking to me and guide us. And we dated differently than how I see young people dating today, because even when we had left high school and I was going to college, and I would want to take her out for dinner, we had to take one of her brother. Mommy would not allow her to come alone. I had to take one of her brothers with her. And so technically I was dating her, and the brother was there as the supervisor,
chaperone.
the chaperone, as we call him. But the
Remember,
brother was the
even when I
supervisor.
when I was going to like sports day or so at school, I had to take me with me.
So,
So
but we are glad now that we are grown. We are very glad that, Nikki's mother was so protective of us, not only her, because she was also protecting me. And she wanted us to do the right thing. She wanted us to get to know each other. She wanted us to date properly, and all of that, which we got an opportunity to. And then we introduced ourselves to our pastors. Introduced to Reverend Horton, and I was introduced to Nikki's pastors at the time, and here we are today, until we decided to get married, and we got married, and after we got married, how many years now? And here we are today. The union produced three beautiful children. One has gone back home to be with the Lord. We spoke about that the first live we had. We have Amoye and Nicole. Amoye is 12, Nicole is 10. And here we are. To God be the glory. And I've been through so much storm, but we were able to survive. We're able to weather the storm in good times, in bad times. Nicole had never felt discouraged that she wanted to leave. She stuck by me. I stuck by her, and here we are today, celebrating what God has allowed us to be and what He is allowing us to become. So we are just so thankful. We are just so grateful. We are just so happy. And here it is, the story of our love life.
the
hmm
story of how we met,
The story of how we met.
of how you look in.
Well, whether you would look me or me look you, me glad some look in the ground. That's all me know. I am very happy that we are together. And, as I said in one of the chapters, she's a great woman. Nicole is a wonderful woman. She's an awesome, awesome woman. She loves her family. She takes good care of us. She loves people. She loves people. Nicole, so you guys deserve the world for how hard you guys work to be where you are today. Thank you so, 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 so very much, my son. Yes, they see us working. The children see us work. We work very hard. And Nicole can tell you, while you are sleeping, Nicole and I, we're working. Yes, we work late night. Sometimes when I look outside, I realize that the sun has come up. All night I would be working. But we work hard. We work hard to be where we are today. And, it was only by the strength of God. And, we thank God for that. We thank God for that. I noticed my iPad battery is dying. I only have 7% left on it. And we just want to say a big thank you to everyone for joining us. We had some winners from 2 weeks ago. We are yet to send you your tokens. Some got, some haven't gotten yet. The reason being, everybody was so busy with the concert, putting the concert together, that we overlooked that. But we're going to make sure this week you are sent your token. So we want to thank you, everybody, so much. Thanks to Nicole. The first episode, she was so shy, but then she fell in love with it, and she was able to share her story. Nicole, you want to say anything to everybody?
Yeah, I want to say thank you all for listening to our story, and I hope that it helped. If it's even one person, if
Yes,
it's even one.
yes.
So thank you again, guys.
Ah, boy. Thank you so much, everybody. God bless you. And over to you, Mr. Producer. God bless you. Thank you.
Right hand in, you put your right hand out. Right hand in, and you shake it all about. Wave your hands to Jesus, turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. Let's go! Climbing, moving up the narrow way. Yes, sir. Climbing, moving up the narrow way. We might lose some weight, now lose feet. Climbing up the narrow way. Yes, the old dragon with him sword, block up the road. Climbing up the narrow way. Again, climbing, moving, moving up. You put your right hand out, right hand in, and you shake it all about. Wave your hands to Jesus, turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. Let's go! Climbing, moving up the narrow way. Yes, sir. Climbing, moving, moving up the narrow way. Me might lose some weight, now lose feet. Climbing up the narrow way. Yes, the old dragon with him sword, block up the road. Climbing up the narrow way. Again, climbing, moving up the narrow way. Climbing, moving up the narrow way. Me might lose some weight, me not lose feet. Climbing up the narrow way. Oh, dragon with him sword, block up the road. Climbing up the narrow. Listen, the road is rough, the road is rocky. Hallelujah, me not sure when me jacket. Now backslide, not turn aside. Heavenly home is just inside. So don't back up now. Me no look back, me no go cry. Now have a heart attack. When we go ahead, up here pretty road. Me no happy have no special road code. Hi, climbing, moving up the narrow way. Hey, climbing, moving up the narrow way. Oh, me might lose some weight, now lose feet. Climbing up the narrow way. The old dragon with him sword, block up the road. Climbing up the narrow way. He never failed me yet. He never failed me yet. No, Jesus Christ never failed me yet. Oh, now. Anywhere I go, I want the world to know Jesus Christ. He never failed me yet. I know he never failed me yet. He never failed me yet. Oh, Jesus Christ, he never failed me yet. Never failed me yet. Anywhere I might go, I want the whole wide world to know Jesus Christ. I tell you, never fail me yet. I have a God who never fails. Good God, I have a God. Hey, him never fail, no. Me have one God, hey, and him never fail me. Jesus never fail. Nah, he never fail. Jesus never fail. Watch this. I said the road is rocky. Hallelujah. Me not show me jacket. Not backslide, not turn aside. Heavenly home is just inside. Sodom I go burn. Me not look back. Me not go cry. No have I pay a pretty road. Me no happy have no special road code. Sing again, climbing me climbing, moving me move, moving up the narrow way. I tell you, say, climbing me climbing, moving me move, moving up the narrow way. I tell you, me go lose some weight, and I lose faith. Climbing up the narrow way. The old dragon with him sword, I block up the road. Climbing up the narrow way. Again, climbing me climbing, moving me moving, moving up the narrow way. Yes, God. Climbing me climbing, moving me moving, moving up the narrow way. I tell you, me go lose some weight, me not lose feet. Climbing up the narrow way. The old dragon with him sword, I block up the road. Climbing up the narrow way. Let the church say yeah.